Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to XFW. This is the Danger Zone. And we are kicking things off with the XFW Internet Champion, Brody Daniels.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Jersey City, New Jersey, weighing in at 220 pounds, one half of the...
Thank you folks for tuning in already. Thank you so much for your support and continued watching of XFW as we get ready to go into a brand new year, XFW in 2021. But right now, Brody Daniels making his entrance into the square circle. Brody Daniels now reigning XFW Internet Champion for a number of months now. Holding on to that championship for dear life, with a number of opponents biting at his heels. And tonight he takes on the former exotic male dancer turned professional wrestler, none other than Terry Sexton.
Australia, weighing in at 241 pounds.
Wayne Jaworski, thank you for liking the stream. Terry Sexton with more wiggles than you can shake a stick at. Mary Barrett, welcome to the stream. Thank you for tuning in. Terry Sexton definitely knows how to move, definitely knows how to get the ladies inside the ring excited. Folks, again, thank you for tuning in tonight. This is XFW Danger Zone, and we are ready to kick things off. There's the opening bell, and we are off and running. Terry Sexton going head-to-head with Brody Daniels, the XFW Internet Champion. Looking for the counter, lays him with a heavy lariat. Terry Sexton now, and Brody Daniels getting a little cocky early on in this confrontation. Daniels goes low, takes out the knee of the normally gyrating Terry Sexton. And a super kick, perfectly executed, right underneath the chin. But Terry Sexton easily gets the shoulder up, even before Michael Turk can make a one count. Chin buster now from the XFW Internet Champion. Or again, early attempt by Brody Daniels, with Terry Sexton again. Too much gas left in the tank. Scoop slumps now by Brody Daniels. Daniels was successful in retaining the championship back at XFW Fight Night, against Tyson Vader. Vader continues having family problems here in XFW with his uncle Casey. Uh-oh. Terry's got him up with the shoulder, takes it over. Death Valley driver delivered by Terry Sexton, the former Thunder from Down Under, male exotic dancer turned professional wrestler. I know I give a lot of gruff to Terry Sexton about his choice of former profession and the way he wiggles inside the ring. But one thing I will not take away is Terry Sexton is an outstanding in-ring wrestler. We've got a one count to almost a two count of Brody Daniels. Sexton, gets caught again. Bicycle kick square to the jaw by Daniels. I'll tell you what, folks, I'm not a big fan of Brody Daniels. His attitude is very lackluster, but this young man has turned his career around since entering XFW. Pretty much laughed out of the locker room, laughed out of the arena upon his original attendance here at XFW. Showing up, trying to play off that he was a male model. The audience in general laughed at him. The back ring locker room laughed at him. But since then, this young man has turned his career around. A new in-ring presence, a new arsenal inside the square circle, and now capturing XFW gold. And a very successful Internet Champion is Brody Daniels. And we're going to cover on Terry Sexton, but again, only one count. Cornelius, we will be having a large-scale event this month. Later towards the end of December, we will have a so to speak pay-per-view here in XFW. We'll have more words on that next week. During XFW programming, we're finalizing the XFW programming for the rest of this month. Sexton down in trouble. Big right hand now from Terry Sexton delivered to Brody Daniels. Sexton now trying to turn this contest around. Uh-oh. We've seen this before from Terry Sexton, folks. This does not bode well for Brody Daniels. A shot! Technically legal since Terry Sexton kicks the turnbuckle pad, but folks, that is a low blow. Daniels still able to get the shoulder up. But now making his way to the outside ring, trying to shake off the shot there from Terry Sexton. Sexton now in pursuit. Daniels now rolls inside the ring. And right back out the other side goes Brody Daniels. Sexton right behind him. Oh, and again the pump kick to the face. Terry Sexton's got baited. Marshall Foskin, thank you for sending 100 stars. Daniels now sent reeling in that steel steps at ringside. Again, Marshall Foskin, thank you for your continued support of XFW, sending stars our way. Both men now back inside the ring. Terry Sexton trying to get back to his feet. Brody Daniels lays him with a hell of a haymaker. And now choking. Terry Sexton across the top rope. Daniels in solid form tonight. I'm not sure how he's walking after that shot to the crotch from Terry Sexton. Oh, Brody Daniels going to the eyes. Mike Atura gonna let it go. Impact driver to the top of the head. We got a cover. Early kick out again by Terry Sexton. Still a lot left of the willpower and drive of Terry Sexton. Elbow shot now by Brody Daniels, the XFW Interim Champion. Now posed on the top rope. Off the top, big time 5-star frog flash from Brody Daniels. We got a cover. Oh, so close. So close. Brody Daniels now getting the face of Mike Atura. He thought that should have been a 3 count. Terry Sexton, Sexton with a gyration. Drops down the neckbreaker. Terry Sexton lands the neckbreaker. That might be it. And Terry Sexton just knocked off. So close. Brody Daniels just gets the shoulder up. Now Terry Sexton having words with Mike Atura. Both men questioning the 3 count. So close. Sexton now back in control. Brody Daniels with a nice counter up on the top rope. Terry Sexton holds on. Ooh, a shot. Oh, and Sexton gets caught with an enziguri by Daniels. And now Daniels again taunting the audience. Sexton coming back inside the ring. Kicked in the midsection now by Brody. Brody hoists him up and drops him. Brainbuster. Dropping the back of the neck of Sexton on top of his knee. That's it. What a strong match to start off XFW. Mary Barrett, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. Brody Daniels victorious. What is this? Daniels looking back now at Terry Sexton. Oh, come on! Come on! Brody Daniels laying in a number of shots at Terry Sexton. Unnecessary brutality by the XFW Internet Champion, folks. Again, we know Terry Sexton is a qualified competitor in XFW, but Brody Daniels, he's doing very well as long as there's no need to dive to those tactics, but again, you see the mentality, the aggression of Brody Daniels now as the XFW Internet Champion. He's got a lot of other competitors nipping at his heels for an opportunity to challenge for the XFW Internet Championship. Mary Barrett, thank you for liking the stream. Thank you for hitting that button. Thank you for your continued support here at XFW. Now, folks, I'm not going to lie. Tonight, I actually have regular liquid refreshment in the glass because the other adult beverages I've already had, and quite frankly, I've had a little bit too much. So we got to tone it down a little bit so I can get through our programming tonight. But again, I want to thank you all for joining us here on this Friday night for XFW Danger Zone, our flagship show here in XFW. Now, folks, we may be having a massive rescheduling of all our programming down the road, mainly due to my main job may be changing. I may be switching shifts, which sucks. But we will keep you guys posted. We'll have updates on our main page on Facebook as well as our Twitter account at bloodsword6.com or at bloodsword6 on Twitter, pardon me, to what our schedule will change. But you guys keep posted, keep here. XFW will continue on, just maybe on different days. But we'll keep you guys posted so you can't miss out on any of the XFW action you guys crave here. Cornelius Edwards says, you are not alone tonight. Thank you, Cornelius, for continuously being here every night. And thank you for also partaking in whatever it is you want to partake in. Cheers, my friend. Cheers. Up next, folks, we've got Ultimo Shade going toe-to-toe with Mason Storm. Two outstanding young in-ring athletes. And Mason Storm and his partner, protege, coach, Josh Clemens, are riding high after a phenomenal victory earlier this week in XFW programming. Can they continue that momentum? We'll find out next on XFW Danger Zone. And here comes Ultimo Shade.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Kyoto, Japan. Weighing in at 216 pounds, Ultimo Shade.
Ultimo Shade, the most prolific striker in all of XFW. This man's well-educated feet, fists, elbows, and knees can find impact with a blink of an eye and knock his opponent out before you can say anything. Ultimo Shade, an outstanding in-ring competitor here in XFW. And here comes Mason Storm.
Accompanied by Ultimo Shade.
Boris, thank you for liking the stream.
From
Welcome
Lincoln,
to XFW.
Nebraska, weighing in at 216 pounds, Mason Storm.
Mason Storm and Josh, the coach Clemens, handed Power and Glory, their first loss in tag team division this past Wednesday night in XFW Ground Zero. Now Mason Storm riding high off that victory, looks to knock off Ultimo Shade in one-on-one competition. There's the bell. Mike Ventura kicking things off. Michael Webster, thank you for liking the stream. And Ultimo Shade already firing off the hip with a number of kicks and now an elbow shot. And again, Shade firing off. The martial arts background of Ultimo Shade. Oh, and a stomp right to the chest. Ultimo Shade going to the ropes, trying to celebrate a little bit too early. Mason Storm might get back to his feet, and he gets caught. Ryan Freeman, thank you for liking the stream. Mason Storm, pound for pound, one of the best technical wrestlers in XFW. Suplex now from Ultimo Shade. Storm able to get the pinfall victory during a tag team match with Power and Glory. Oh, and there's a chop from Shade. Mason Storm rolling out to the ring with Ultimo Shade, filling up a full head of steam through the ropes. Blasting him in the chin with a tackle through the ropes. Look at this replay, folks. Ultimo Shade diving straight through and colliding with Mason Storm on the outside. Ultimo Shade putting his body, his career on the line. Each and every night he competes inside the squared circle. Micah turning out to a 4 count. Oh, and Shade collides with the steel steps at the hands of Mason Storm. Both men still on the outside. Shade tosses Mason Storm almost into the barricade head first. And Shade rolls to the outside, now breaking the count. Micah Toro will start over. Both of these men ranking match tonight for an XFW United States Championship ranking. Rick, thank you for hosting over on Twitch. Ultimo Shade now front face lock. Oh, and a kick right to the chin. Again, the fast, educated feet of Ultimo Shade. Before you can blink, before you can get a word in edgewise, Ultimo Shade. Oh, now! Standing moonsault executed by Shade. We got a cover. Leg is hooked. Now makes it Storm. Only a 2 count. Storm gets his shoulder up. Storm now back to his feet. Picks him up. Takes him over. Drives him into the canvas. The technical prowess of Mason Storm now shining through. I was whipped by Storm into the turnbuckle. Josh, the Coach Clemens, former XFW World Heavyweight Champion, on the outside, cheering on his protege. Shade now on the top rope. Storm now climbing up. Both men now on that top turnbuckle. This could spell doom for Ultimo Shade. Oh, the way down. Shade now holding on the middle of his back. Mason Storm felt a little bit of that impact as well. But that looks like it'd take a lot out of Ultimo Shade as now Storm is on the offense. Storm now with a wraparound. Beautiful German suplex. Vintage Mason Storm dumping Shade on the back of his head. Now Shade struggling to get back to his feet. Storm now got him underneath the ropes, using the rope, the bottom rope as a weapon. Those steel cables driven into the throat of Ultimo Shade. Shade now rolls to the outside, wisely. Shade now making his way around the ring. Shade with a knee strike to Josh the Coach Clemens. Mason Storm charging out of the ring. And Shade connects with a back body drop. Ultimo Shade taking the psychological route, giving a shot into the coach. Mason Storm charging out of the ring. Gave Shade the psychological advantage, and now he's back on the offense as he collides with a knee shot to the chin of Mason Storm. Storm with a nice counter, though, takes him out, and Shade counters himself. Dropping with the dropkick. DDT connects from Ultimo Shade. Only a 2 count. Mason Storm, too much left in the tank, gets the shoulder up. Shade with a roundhouse kick right to the side of the head. Good Lord, the impact on that. But Mason Storm again gets the shoulder up. Shade delivering that brutal kick to the side of the temple. Now a work down hold on Mason Storm. Driving the shoulder down to the canvas. Shade now systematically targeting specific points on Mason Storm. Off the ropes, goes for a splash, nobody home. Mason Storm countering out of the way. Storm now levels in the clothesline, follows through with a second. Shade goes for a kick, Storm counters through and takes him out. Mason Storm now countering left and right, we've got a cover. Kick out again by Ultimo Shade. Mason Storm mounting one hell of a comeback. But this is how Mason Storm won 5 championships in the Internet Championship. Turning matches around. Just when all seems lost, Mason Storm could pull the win out of nowhere, just like he did on XFW Ground Zero against Pain and Power and Glory. The Shade's got him up on the shoulder. GTS! Ultimo Shade colliding. Mason Storm now in the corner. And a driving knee. Follows through. Clemens on the outside looking a little worried. Big right hand to Mason Storm. Takes him over. Ultimo Shade now in control. Mason Storm laying prone, motionless on the canvas. Ultimo Shade now stalking over. Mason Storm finally getting back to his feet. Shade to Black connects. We've got a cover. Almost a 3 count. Mason Storm somehow survives the Shade to Black. Got him up on the knee again. Another shot to the face. And now the driving elbow. Ultimo Shade now doing a brutal shot to the face. Even Josh, the Coach Clemens, felt that one. Josh, the Coach Clemens, looking worried now on the outside. Shade with a brainbuster. Shade now going to the top. What's it got planned? Diving senton from the top. Connects. We've got a cover again. Mason Storm again, avoiding disaster. Storm up and over, crucifix. Driver, no pin, no impact. Shade escapes underneath the bottom rope. Oh, and again, the roundhouse kick to the back of the head of Ultimo Shade. Shade down the combination. Ooh, and a knee again to the chin. Storm fighting through, sells Shade back inside. Todd Warner, thank you for sharing the stream. Shade the black again, out of nowhere. Lightning speed by Ultimo Shade. That's it. Todd Warner, thank you for liking the stream. Ultimo Shade connecting with the Shade to black out of nowhere. So quick to land that move. There's the roundhouse kick earlier on. Ultimo Shade, lightning quickness with those feet, able to pretty much just blatantly, look at this knee strike, folks. Mason Storm defenseless as that knee collides right to the temple. Look at the blood pouring down the face of Mason Storm from the sheer impact of the strikes of Ultimo Shade. Josh Clemens seems very upset about the outcome of that match. I can't say I blame him, but Ultimo Shade victorious tonight on XFW Danger Zone. Ultimo Shade with an outstanding victory tonight over young Mason Storm. Again, those two both in the United States Championship division. Mason Storm has been trying forever to escalate himself to that top, but Ultimo Shade has been chasing the United States Championship for a number of months now and still having not enough success to get there. Just as he gets to the cusp of having an opportunity, something happens and the tables turn, a distraction comes away. Shade gets diverted off his trek, and again, just by that much, the United States Championship continues to elude him. Shade looking to challenge Sean 2.0 Owens for the United States Championship down the road. Cornelius Hubbard says, Ultimo beat down tonight. Ultimo Shade did with an outstanding victory. Again, Mason Storm, you see the resiliency, you see the drive of that young man. That's why he's a 5-time XFW Internet Champion. And folks, I still think he at one point will become United States Champion. Joseph Michalochik, thank you for tuning in, folks. You will see right on this side of the screen, the Insiders Wrestling Podcast. That man right there with the glasses and the funky brown hair, Joseph Michalochik. Thank you for tuning in, Joe. Thank you for sending stars our way. Joseph, also the founder of the Consortium of the Greater Geek on Facebook. If you haven't had that chance, check that out. Do that as well. Joseph, thank you for tuning in. And thank you for the props on your network, Joe. And as always, you will continue to get props on XFW. Hold on, folks. I'm dropping things here in the studio as XFW Danger Zone goes on. But right now, folks, we're going to go down to ringside as a rivalry has spurred up as of late. Former friends and partners, Pedro Ortiz Jr. and El Yanator, have recently been at odds and have been struggling to make amends. But tonight, these two clash once again in one-on-one combat next on XFW Danger Zone. El Yanator already down inside the ring. I guess I talked a little bit too long. What is this? Ortiz coming out with a busted arm. What is going on here? Mike Aturo trying to figure out what's going on. El Yanator again already in the ring. Not sure what's going on. Look at this! Mask Mike coming in. Johnny Ivan, thank you for liking the stream. Pedro Ortiz Jr. showing he's got an injury. And Mask Mike coming out to sub in for his place.
Mike Jackson.
Well, this is surprising, needless to say. Mass Mike making his way out, subbing in for the injured Pedro Ortiz Jr. I know Ortiz Jr. and El Yanator had a knockdown, drag-out match a few weeks ago, and we saw El Yanator blast Pedro Ortiz Jr. repeatedly with a steel chair on top of the head. I wonder if Pedro Ortiz Jr. hurt that arm inside training for this match, but regardless, Mass Mike subbing in for Pedro Ortiz Jr., folks, and here we go, off we go, two masked men. We're supposed to have two different masked men inside the ring, but we get El Yanator taking on Mass Mike. El Yanator off the ropes. Hurricane Rana driver. Early offense by El Yanator. It's a Gurry now. You know, folks, if you're new to XFW, El Yanator is literally our janitor. That's not a joke. That's not a pun. That's not ribbing on the guy. El Yanator is our janitor. He's always been a long-time wrestling fan and wanted to be inside the square circle and has showed up early to all the events, had the wrestlers train him inside the ring, and has campaigned and got himself an XFW contract and is officially a licensed, signed wrestler inside the ring. And look at this, El Yanator, twice around the world head scissors, taking Mass Mike off his feet. Mass Mike now the counter chin buster, rocking El Yanator. El Yanator was actually deported for a number of months. We didn't see him through most of 2020. But re-emerging on the scene here in XFW. And a few weeks ago, for whatever reason, turning on Pedro Ortiz Jr., attacking him at ringside. El Yanator saying the student has become the master. I don't know if I'd agree with that. I don't think El Yanator is to the level of Pedro Ortiz Jr. But right now, he's doing very well against Mass Mike inside the ring. Right now, both men on the outside. Uppercut now from El Yanator. Yanator now sends him crashing into the steel ring post. Yanator seems a little extra angry tonight, taking it out on Mass Mike inside the ring. We've got a cover. Mike starts the count, but Mass Mike gets the shoulder up before a 1 count. Another shot by El Yanator right to the back of the skull of XFW's bouncing ball, Mass Mike. Mass Mike blocking the suplex and delivers his own vertical suplex, taking El Yanator over, and now delivers a chop. Mass Mike had a brush with glory as he was the XFW Extreme Opportunity briefcase holder. Cashed it in against Ramon Cruz just after Cruz had an outstanding 5-star battle with Sean Owens. And Mass Mike almost captured the XFW World Heavyweight Championship. Ramon Cruz, in a split second, turned around, landed the electric chair German suplex, and got the pinfall victory. And I was looking to get himself back to that #1 contendership spot. And maybe moves like this, getting himself interjected into this match, is a way for Mass Mike to get himself back inside that spotlight. El Yanator with a nice counter. Getting out of the abdominal stretch and right into a Hurricane Rana. Good cover now by El Yanator, leg is hooked. But again, only a 1 count. Mass Mike, too much left in the gas tank. Easily gets the shoulder up. In the past, I've talked about the resiliency, the drive of Mass Mike. I've called him the bouncing ball of XFW, as this young man seems to absorb damage and can bounce back from utter disaster. El Yanator now mounting the second turnbuckle. Tornado DDT lights up Mass Mike with a hellacious DDT. But again, Mike gets the shoulder up. Both men now getting back to their feet. Mass Mike sweeping the legs out. Mass Mike now trying to lock on the sharpshooter. He's got it. Mass Mike, the sharpshooter locked on. El Yanator struggling to get out. Mass Mike. El Yanator screwing through. Picks off. Mass Mike. And the Hurricane Rana did. El Yanator now up and over. Fall away slam delivered by El Yanator. Florida tie up Masked Mike with a kick to the midsection. DDT! Masked Mike plants him like a cucumber in the garden, but again El Janitor lights him over the clothesline. El Janitor out of nowhere levels him with a hellacious lariat. El Janitor now on the top rope. El Janitor perch, high red district, off the top, high cross body connects. We've got a cover. Leg is hooked. That's it. El Janitor victorious tonight over Masked Mike. However, he was supposed to compete against Pedro Ortiz Jr. But Ortiz subbing in Mike, saying he had an elbow injury. He saw him come out on top of the rampway, holding on to his elbow. But El Janitor having a fairly decently competitive match, Masked Mike, but El Janitor walking with the big. There's Masked Mike walking on the sharpshooter, but El Janitor able to counter out. And the high crossbody after this fall-away slam. El Janitor victorious and continues his new recent found winning ways here in XFW. Johnny Glow, thank you for sharing the stream. Thank you for tuning in to XFW. Tip jar's about to flow over. El Janitor victorious tonight in XFW Danger Zone. Again, Pedro Ortiz Jr. coming out. You saw him holding on to his elbow, indicating some kind of injury. Now this could be a ploy by Pedro Ortiz Jr. We know he's a veteran inside the ring. Could this be a trick? Could this be him trying to get inside the head of his former student, former partner, El Janitor? Folks, we're going to have to stay tuned to find out as these two continue to battle inside and outside the ring. Now, folks, earlier this week on XFW programming, our main event on XFW Ground Zero saw Seth Walker challenge Hiro Katsuyori in one-on-one competition. And Walker looked like he was walking away, no pun intended, with the match. But things did not turn out his well. We're going to take a quick look back at that match right now. Katsuyori the counter, up on the top. Walker holds on. Oh, and a shot now. Both men again back on the outside, right in front of Morgan Steiner. Katsuyori trying to maintain control. Walker shoves him right back inside, almost instantaneously. Walker now raising his hand up to the crowd. Katsuyori with a cutter, and rolls back. Katsuyori, oh, too close. Too close. Too close. Katsuyori almost winning it. Katsuyori, belly to belly. Walker rolls to the outside, good ring awareness by Walker. Katsuyori on the top rope. Walker now parading the outside, trying to shake the cobwebs out after the hellacious attack by Hiro Katsuyori. You see him holding on to his ribs after he put through the barricade. But a counter again by Hiro. A shot to the side of the head. Katsuyori sends him back inside now. Katsuyori now stalking over Seth Walker. Katsuyori shot to the inside, and again the cutter. And now, again the shot over the top of the neck. Katsuyori trying to tap out Seth Walker with that reverse chinlock. Walker struggling for everything he's worth. Morgan Steiner on the outside. Screaming bloody murder. Walker taps! Walker taps! Walker taps! Walker taps! Sorry, folks, my microphone was still off. As I was saying, this took place after that match last week. You see here, right here, Seth Walker laying into Hiro Katsuyori with a steel chair. This was after the match, after Hiro Katsuyori was victorious with what he calls the Hero's Hold over Seth Walker. Walker being upset about it and attacking Hiro Katsuyori backstage in this, and right here, folks, this brutal slam right there on the hard concrete floor backstage, and then Walker again lighting him up with this steel chair right here, folks. Watch this brutality. Bam! Right then and there. Raphael, thank you for liking the stream. Walker laying out Hiro Katsuyori backstage after the main event at XFW Ground Zero. Derek, thank you for telling me to turn on the microphone. I realized after that, luckily I've got multiple screens going to monitor the stream. I realized I didn't have my mic on. I may have had way too much vodka today. But folks, Hiro Katsuyori is victorious on Ground Zero, what he calls the Hero's Hold. And again, Seth Walker obviously not happy about the outcome of the match, attacking Hiro backstage. From what you understand, Hiro Katsuyori may have sustained some injuries after that attack. We'll have more on that next week as Hiro Katsuyori is being checked out in the hospital. But right now, we're going to head down to ringside as the Ministry takes you to the square circle next on XFW Danger Zone. The fog comes up, the fire ignites on the rampway, which means one thing, ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry is in the arena.
Scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the
Drago in action tonight.
From New Orleans,
led down to the ring by the Wanderer, Owen Bush,
314
and
pounds,
River Styx.
Drago.
Johnny Ivan, thank you for sharing the stream. Again, thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the stars that have been sent our way. Thank you for your continued support of XFW here at Blood Sword 6 Streaming. But folks, as soon as we have Adam, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to the Danger Zone. Again, folks, as soon as we have information on Hiro Katsuyori, we will definitely have that on a news briefing for you guys. As Drago makes his long, slow, demonic entrance into the squared circle. Jaime Rupert says, time for the nightly sacrifice. Drago has been absolutely tearing through the opposition week in and week out, as well as the Ministry. They did have a minor setback as River Styx lost the Women's Championship to Alex Webb at XFW Fight Night. Alex Webb will be in action later on this evening as the Wanderer lights up the arena. And ladies and gentlemen,
and his opponent from
JT Wills.
In at 220 pounds, JT Wills.
JT Wills, a former XFW Tag Team Champion, looking to find a new life here in XFW. After himself and his partner Taylor Briggs have separated ways, we have not seen a whole lot of Taylor Briggs or JT Wills as of late. Where JT Wills was looking for a new tag team partner, but has not been able to do so since. But tonight goes head-to-head with XFW's prominent demon, Drago. Hopefully JT Wills will be able to send off the ring rust as he enters singles competition tonight at XFW Danger Zone. We've seen Drago a number of times eliminate a lot of high-profile opponents here in XFW. He already starts off laying in some heavy forearms to JT Wells and a big right hand. Wells already backed against the ropes. Drago now already picking up Wells. Oh, and a stunner with assist in the ropes. JT Wells crashing the outside, and River Styx now. And the Wanderer Owen Bush charging over right at Wells like rabid hyenas. Ooh, and a shot right to the face. JT Wells already feeling the effects of the numbers game here on Danger Zone. Drago goes right back to work, dumping Wells down to the canvas. Oh, and what a knee shot to the back of the head by Drago to Wells. Early cover, Wells gets a shoulder up. We've seen JT Wells come back from a lot of injury. We've seen him really lay into a lot of championships. We've seen him survive what many wrestlers could not and continue to fight on. Can we see that again tonight against Drago? There's a counter by JT Wells. Drago up over the top rope. Wells now calling out his shot. Needs to stay on top of it. He wants to keep Drago going. Drago drops to the outside. Wells right in his face. Drago with the right hand. And a second one. Wells does definitely not seem his normal self tonight. Again, the ring rust and the mental fatigue of losing his long-time tag team partner may be setting in. Ooh, there's Wells with a fiery right hand, lighting up Drago. Wells now with an Irish whip, Drago in the corner. Wells lays in with a nice shot to the midsection. Wells now finally starting to get some offense in on this competition. The chest, the boot to the chest of Drago, driving down hard. Again, on the outside, you see the numbers game. The Wanderer, Owen Bush, and the former women's champion. River Styx watching on as right now JT Wells goes to work. Covered now by Wells. Early kick out. Johnny Ivan says that new tag team partner might be a Louisville Slugger that JT Wells needs to slow down Drago. Drago lays him with another couple right hands. Drago now Cobra clutch locked on up and down goes JT Wells. Drago in again, phenomenal form tonight. Doing some heavy damage to JT Wells, brings him right back in the hard way. JT Wells definitely showing some ring rust tonight after taking almost a month off after 24K is separated. Another right hand from Drago as he continues to go to work. Side rushing leg sweep now. Drago now dominating this contest. JT Wells, very little offense so far. Drago again with a leg drop. Drago now sizing up Wells, delivers a right hand right to the face of Wells. We've got a cover again, leg is hooked. Kick out again by JT Wells. Wells getting back to his feet relatively quickly. Drago lights it up with a shot to the midsection. Oh, and Wells fires back, and a second clothesline now by JT Wells. And a leg lariat. Drago stays on his feet, but Wells goes right back on the assault. Neckbreaker down by the former tag team champion. JT Wells now with an explosive offense. This time a slower neckbreaker, driving Drago on the canvas. We've got a cover. Drago gets the shoulder up. JT Wells exploding with offense out of nowhere as taking the shots here at Drago. Wells now again right back on the offense. Kick in the midsection. Rolls him up. Oh, one hell of a DDT delivered by JT Wells. 2. Holy hell! Holy hell! JT Wells! JT Wells! Out of nowhere! Lands that side-up DDT and just collided down on Drago and pulled off the victory. I don't think Drago even realized what just happened. Drago dominated the entire match with JT Wells with an explosive offense right near the end, turning things around and connects with a DDT and gets the pinfall victory with Drago. Holy cow! The Ministry on the outside still looks befuddled by what just took place. JT Wells. Welcome back, JT. Explosive turnaround for JT Wells. JT Wells, welcome back to XFW. What an explosive turnaround. Drago was dominating the entire match and seemed to be just toying with his food like a lion, screwing around with a gazelle. But JT Wells, near the end, an explosive offense, building momentum as of almost nowhere. and then connecting with what he calls the disco DDT. A little bit of shades of his former life as a bouncer in a lot of hip-hop clubs. But connecting with that DDT. Rick Fletcher, thank you for liking the stream. JT Wells, again, you saw the ring works, folks. Drago was dominating that match throughout its entirety. But JT Wells coming out of nowhere, getting all fired up, drawing the power from the audience, and building the momentum and landing that DDT and the quick pinfall. Rick Fletcher is now sharing. Thank you, Mr. Fletcher, for your continued support of XFW. I'm still a little bit shocked by that. JT Wells, I'm happy to see him back inside the square circle. I know JT Wells is trying to find his new niche here. He's so used to tag team. He's been in tag team competition his entire career here at XFW. Now in singles matches with no tag team partner. It's going to take a while for him to find that fix here in XFW. What a hell of a way to start. Getting a pinfall victory over Drago. Well, up next, folks, the rivalry that has been building over the past few weeks with these two men getting pinfall victories over one another on a number of occasions. Bad Boy Marshall Sweet going head-to-head with Savage Andre Stevens next. Meanwhile, Rick Fletcher is on an absolute sharing spree. Thank you, Mr. Fletcher. Let's head to the ringside as these two combatants go head-to-head next on Danger Zone. These two young men are quickly becoming a story here in XFW as Savage Andre Stevens has been knocking out a number of opponents time and time again.
261 pounds.
He's got numerous victories now over Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. Sweet victorious a few weeks ago. Not only have they had heated battles inside the ring, the two have had words backstage in the locker room on another occasion over which form of combat is superior, whether it's boxing, whether it's professional wrestling. As we know, Andre Stevens has mastered boxing. He's a multi-time champion. And now trying to dominate professional wrestling. So far, his time in XFW, he has been doing just that. But tonight he collides with a man that says he's going to stop that career. Here comes Bad Boy Marshall Sweet.
Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 210 pounds, Bad Boy Marshall Sweet.
Bad Boy Marshall Sweet, a two-time former United States champion, former XFW Internet champion, now finds himself locked in this rivalry with the former boxer turned professional wrestler Savage Andre Stevens, as the two continue to fight over which form of combat is more superior, professional wrestling or boxing, even with Bad Boy Marshall Sweet with a background in martial arts. Now looking again to go toe-to-toe with Stevens, this pop for their third, possibly fourth time. I'm losing track. Stevens again looks in top shape, but so does Bad Boy Marshall Sweet, folks. There's the bell, and here we go. We are off and running. And Stevens are the kick in the midsection, and already taking down Sweet. Stevens so quick to react, so quick to adapt to professional wrestling after his time in boxing. He's got him up and into a cutter. Not a fist thrown yet by Andre Stevens, as so far it's been all grappling holds. Stevens on a front face lock. Kick to the midsection. And a stunner. Now lighting up Bad Boy Marshall Sweet with a stunner. Andre Stevens taking down Sweet in his own game so far tonight. Andre Stevens now in control. Against the ropes is Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. And Andre Stevens now choking out Sweet across that top rope. Stevens has definitely learned the short roads here in XFW. Now putting all his weight on the top again on Sweet, forcing him into that rope. Stevens now with the right hands. There's those fisticuffs we know him to use. Those brutal right and left hooks of Andre Stevens. So far, he is dominating this competition. Sweet now dodging out of the way. Now landing kicks to the thigh of Stevens. And now a combination of shot and a knee strike. from Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. Sweet now in his own boxing combination. Sting a little bit of playbook from Andre Stevens. Ooh! Flatliner, low angle, drives Stevens straight out of the canvas. We're going to cover. Kick out. Demetrius, thank you for sending stars our way. Thank you for supporting XFW. I'll show them by Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. Hip toss. Cartwheel into a drop kick. Delivered straight to the face of Andre Stevens. We got to cover. Early kick out. Stevens got his shoulder up with authority after that one. And Sweet drives the shoulders down, stomping. Good with the height that Marshall Sweet gets with that, folks. Is higher than some NBA players. Stevens out fires back. Stevens with a combination of his own rights and lefts and that brutal right hook. And now taunting the audience as he takes control of this contest again. Sweet in trouble. Andre Stevens now back in control of this contest. Again, these two have fought tooth and nail the past 2 weeks. Sweet with a kick in the back of the head. You see Stevens holding on the back of his neck there after that brutal shot. Marshall Sweet now going to a rest hold. Overhand wrist lock, but again the left hooks now of Stevens. Break the hold. Oh, and a backhand fist by Bad Boy Marshall Sweet into a sling blade. Drop kick combination. The explosive offense, the speed of Bad Boy Marshall Sweet is absolutely blinding. But again, Andre Stevens gets the shoulder up. This kid has some resiliency. This kid has staying power and endurance. Power shot now by Sweet. Sweet with a nice leapfrog. Hip toss again. A second time delivers that drop kick combination. And now, a senton delivered by the former United States champion. We got to cover. Johnny Ivan says Stevens trying to prove a point. I kind of agree with our audience. Andre Stevens is trying to prove. Adam, thank you for sending 20 stars. Thank you guys for continuing to support Bloodsport 6 and XFW. I do think Andre Stevens is trying to prove a point that he can wrestle beyond just throwing punches, just his boxing background. As tonight he seems to have switched up his game quite a bit. And is keeping Bad Boy Marshall Sweet on the defenses. Right now, Sweet, wait, good Lord. I lost count how many shots that was. And a meteor in the corner. Sweet connected with a brutal shot. We're going to cover. Kick out. Andre Stevens changing up his game tonight, taking it to Bad Boy Marshall Sweet in his own fashion. Stevens on the outside now. Sweet with his own right hook, delivered right out in front of the Bloodsport6.com table. Both of these guys down on the outside. Referee Mike Couture starts the count. Sweet sends him into the barricade. Right hands down by Sweet, delivered. Mike Couture, they're trying to get them both back inside the ring, and Andre Stevens sent crashing into the steel steps at ringside. Sweet now on the offense, laying in some heavy shots. Stevens now in a world of hurt. Back inside we go. We've seen Andre Stevens. Oh, Sweet up on the top, comes off phenomenal. Splash from the springboard position. We've got to cover. Stevens again gets the shoulder up. XFW fight that we saw Stevens, who's now rolling under the ring. Stevens, now you see the frustration starting to build. Here comes Sweet, right up and over the top, and he gets caught. And now the jabs. There's the right hooks we know, and a bulldog on the outside. Good Lord, Stevens just baited the former United States champion and caught him. Those fantastically powerful right and left hooks by Andre Stevens, just as Sweet's feet hit the outside arena floor. Stevens caught him sleeping. Both men now battling on that side. The referee again counting, and Stevens sent into the ring post. Referee up to a 7 count. These guys need to get back inside the ring. Sweet now throws him against the barricade. Oh, good Lord, Nagi against the barricade. Both these guys on the outside. Sweet with a shot to the head. Sweet justice to the top of the head. Good Lord. and a count out. These guys still battling on the outside as Mike Atura has made a 10 count. Both of these men completely ignoring the count, too engrossed in beating the hell out of each other. Didn't even realize with a 10 count, Marshall Sweet just laying in some shots to Andre Stevens, folks. These two have quickly exploded the animosity levels beyond normal. These two have absolutely hate each other. And again, this all starts from Bad Boy Marshall Sweet losing one match to Andre Stevens. Sweet asking for a rematch. Sweet actually had a solid amount of that match under control at XFW Fight Night, our last big scale event in November. And you saw Andre Stevens during that event resort to using a steel chair. That did not sit well with Bad Boy Marshall Sweet, saying he had to take the low road. He cheated to beat him, which he's right. And then Bad Boy Marshall Sweet defeating him a few weeks ago on XFW Saturday Night Showdown. But now, again, these two continuing to battle, and now it's spilling out to the outside ring. And again, both men completely ignoring the count, ignoring the rules, battling on the outside, and now we come to a draw. I'm sure this will not settle the rivalry between these two, as I'm sure we're going to see them battle again as these two continue to strive over which form of martial arts, whether it's boxing, the strong style that Bad Boy Marshall Sweet sometimes uses, or professional wrestling. These two are at odds, folks. This is all about pride and nothing else. Well, up next, folks, we've got one-on-one competition as the women take the center stage. The new two-time XFW Women's Champion Alex Webb in action tonight as she collides with the woman that they will call Thunder Thighs in XFW. Christy Madison collide next on Danger Zone. And here comes Christy Madison.
One fall. Making her way to the ring from Edmond, Oklahoma, Christy Madison.
Madison, a former women's power lifter, given the nickname Thunder Thighs, as this young lady can squat over 1,000 pounds. Folks, I can't even imagine what that must be like for that young lady to pull off. You see the size of those legs, the muscle outstanding. She used them to her advantage a number of times. But tonight, she takes on someone she knows very well. The new, now two-time XFW Women's Champion,
and
Alex Webb.
San Diego, California, one half of the Alex Webb.
Alex Webb, XFW's cosplayer and gamer girl. I geeked out myself during XFW Fright Night when Alex Webb showed up dressed as Black Widow. I won't lie, folks, I'm pretty sure I still have that image on my desk here in the studio. I'm not ashamed of it. I hope to see Alex Webb pull that look out again down the road. Christy Madison will be looking to get a pinfall or submission victory tonight and hopefully line up a #1 contendership spot against the women's champion. Here we go, the bell is rung. Alex Webb starting things off with a kick to the midsection, now forearm shots across the back. Madison dropping the one knee early on. Strikes now, forearms to the face. But Christy Madison holds on, German suplex. Alex Webb just leveled Madison early on, we got a cover. Madison uses those massive legs to kick off Alex Webb. A chop right now across the chest, knife edge, and a right hand again. Alex Webb continuing the onslaught, just laying in heavy shots for Christy Madison. Irish whip, nice drop down by Webb. Oh, and it kicks her, and Christy Madison goes right over the top rope to the outside. Mike Atura will start the count. Madison right back inside, quick to get back to her feet. The women's champion starts lighting her up instantly. Webb now picks her up, drops her across the knee, and now stretches Madison out, putting extra pressure across the lower back and spine of the challenger. Madison with a nice right hand. Oh, drives her down to the canvas. Johnny Evans says those thighs count as tag partners. We've seen Christy Madison utilize head scissors and a new submission hold right there. Takes her down, driving the women's champion's head down to the canvas hard. And now stomping away. Christy Madison turning this match around now. Knife edge chop delivered to the women's champion. Madison out with an Irish whip. Oh, and a drop kick using those massive legs to their advantage and knocking the women's champion. Ooh! And now blasting her head up the canvas repeatedly. Killer Syndicate, thank you for cheering us on over on the Twitch platform. Thank you for that support. Alex Webb now rolling through. Webb now, look at this tilt-a-whirl. Takes her over, and scissor style to break that hold. But Madison right back up and over Cruiserweight driver, takes the women's champion back down to the canvas. Madison in control, and now stomping away again, using those massive legs, the powerful behind that, and the leg drop. Again, Alex Webb in trouble. Women's champion now rolling around the canvas, trying to get back to her feet. Webb with a counter kick in the midsection. Hard elbow tie of Madison again. Fires out with those thunderous thighs with a kick in the midsection. Oh, and she gets caught. She gets caught. Looks like she's going for a Hurricane Rana, and Alex Webb drives her down the canvas with a hellacious powerbomb. Picks her up, suplex brings her back in the hard way. Webb now making a beeline, starting to climb the top rope. Webb way up top. High rank district for the women's champion. Christy Madison getting back to her feet. Webb comes out beautiful. High cross body. Leg is hooked. 1, 2. But Madison again, only with one of those powerful legs, is able to shrug off the champion and avoid the pinfall victory. Spinebuster delivered. Good Lord. Explosive offense. 2. From Christy Madison, and almost, look at this, folks. Look at Madison, at just how quick she picks up the women's champion. Alex Webb delivering out of the way. Webb now picks her up around the shoulders. And Webb cylinder connects. We've got a cover. 2, 3. Holy hell. Alex Webb able to dodge out of the super kick and connects with the Webb slinger and gets the pinfall victory. Uh-oh. Webb extends the hand. A little bit of good sportswomanship there. I want to say sportsmanship. They are ladies. What an outstanding match between two young women tonight, folks. Alex Webb victorious. Christy Madison put on one hell of a show. That young lady has a long career for her here in XFW, but Alex Webb being now two-time women's champion in outstanding fashion. And again, you see the experience level come in there as Alex Webb was able to dodge that super kick, duck right under, and connect with the web slinger to get a quick pinfall victory in an outstanding fashion. Again, there's a reason Alex Webb is the women's champion now a second time. And it's funny, folks, we look back at the career of Alex Webb. She was very, very successful for a number of months, getting herself repeatedly to the #1 contendership spot. But each and every time she got a championship opportunity, she seemed to falter. She seemed to fall short. At one point, being beat within 2 minutes by Jade Sakamoto, a lot of folks thought she couldn't handle the pressure of the big-time matches. But it seems she's shaking off those butterflies as Alex Webb now excels in the spotlight. And now a two-time women's champion, this young lady has a long career here in XFW, and she has said herself she plans to hold on to this championship longer than her first run. We'll have to wait and see, as now she's got a target on her back, and a lot of the ladies in the XFW women's division are looking to take that championship away. Now, folks, I didn't talk about her main event earlier tonight, but I'm going to talk about it right now. The Destroyer is in the house, and we'll go one-on-one tonight with the XFW World Heavyweight Champion, Ramon Cruz. Now, this is a non-title matchup. This is not for the XFW World Heavyweight Championship. The Destroyer still has that in his back pocket, still waiting to cash that in. But after last week, the Destroyer laying out Biff Wellington on XFW programming and attacking Ramon Cruz several times backstage, Ramon Cruz has said he wants an opportunity to challenge the Destroyer, but he said he would not put the title on the line. He wants to make the Destroyer use that rematch clause down the road. So folks can find out what. Eli Ebbs, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW. But still, this could be a monument. And there goes the tip jar, floweth over. And now there's stuff all over the desk. But thank you guys for your continued support of XFW. But again, the Destroyer will collide with Ramon Cruz tonight on XFW programming. Right now, we're going to head down to ringside as the XFW Tag Team Champions, the Anarchists, clash with the former champions. Hazard warning next on Danger Zone. And here comes Hazard warning.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 461 pounds.
Hazard warning. Stealing away the XFW Tag Team Championships, and they held on to those for a number of months, beating all the top-tier opponents that was placed in front of them. But an XFW Fight Night, the Anarchists got the pinfall victory and were crowned the XFW Tag Team Champions. This is a rematch, but the titles are not on the line tonight. However, a win, whether a pinfall, submission, or countout, hell, even in a disqualification, if the Anarchists lose control, will grant Hazard warning an instant rematch for those Tag Team Championships. As we await the arrival of the XFW Tag Team Champions. Here they are, ladies and gentlemen. The Anarchists, Crom Ferguson and Angus Hayes,
And their
making their way out to ringside.
Of 526 pounds, the Anarchists.
Crom Ferguson is a mountain of a man. Angus Hayes, the loose cannon of this team. And now these two hold on to the XFW Tag Team Gold. A few months ago, I would not have thought this was possible, but these two have started to dominate in tag team competition and now are on top of the ladder here in XFW. Folks, there is the bell. Here we go. Angus Hayes going to start things off with Keith Hale. Hale taking an instant with a snapmare, taking one half of the tag team champions over. Hale with a quick tag. In comes Liam Phelps already. Angus Hayes still trying to get back to his feet. Sonny Ball. Sonny, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW. I'll show up into the corner now. Hayes starting to stagger. Up and down a knee breaker now by Keith Hale. Hayes rolling back to his feet relatively quickly, and now lays in some shots, forearm, clubbing blows across the back of Liam Phelps. Irish over the turnbuckle. Tag in comes the big man, Crom Ferguson. Double team coming up, drop toe hold. Big time elbow drop right to the middle of the back of Liam Phelps. And now a knee right to the spine as well, as big Crom Ferguson goes to work. Ferguson now picking him up. Big time slam. Angus Hayes just staring over. I'm not sure what's going on here. Hayes refusing to get out of the ring, walking up the other side. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The tag team champions just standing in the ring. Angus Hayes refusing to get out of the ring. Mike Atura throwing the match out. That was a massive disappointment. As Anarchists throwing it out, that may very well give Hazard Warning an opportunity. The Anarchists not even caring about the match. Again, not even caring about the rules. We've seen this a number of times from these two. They don't give a crap about rules or anything. Angus Hayes refusing to get out of the ring, just standing there, blatantly staring into the eyes of Keith Hale, ignoring the warnings of Mike Atura, the head referee, and throwing the match out, folks. That will count as a loss for the Anarchists and may actually give Hazard Warning a number one contendership spot and grant them an opportunity at the Tag Team Championships. I don't ever pretend to understand what the Anarchists are doing. I don't ever understand what's going on inside their heads. folks, they are your tag team champions. Even with the lunacy we just witnessed at hand, I was hoping for a quality match like we saw at Fight Night. But again, folks, Angus Hayes, and that it's insanity. Now, folks, up next, Seth Walker will be in action. We're going to talk again about what happened earlier this week, as right here you see Seth Walker attacking Hiro Katsuyori backstage after Hiro Katsuyori was victorious over Seth Walker using what he calls the Hero's Hold, a new submission hold that Katsuyori, right there, Hiro Katsuyori blasted across the top of the head, and then repeated chair shots by Seth Walker to the former #1 contender. Now, Hiro Katsuyori was scheduled to appear tonight, but is not in action, as we have heard he has sustained injuries at the hands of Walker due to this attack. Now, we know Walker does like to put his opponents on the injured reserve list. He gets a thrive out of it. It says it raises his self-esteem. Now, I'm not sure exactly what to take from that, but again, right here, another chair shot by Seth Walker to Hiro Katsuyori. Now Seth Walker will collide tonight with none other than Sam Ford. One-on-one competition next, XFW Danger Zone. And here comes the tank now.
Scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Sandy, Utah. Weighing in at 329 pounds. The Tank, Sam Ford.
Sam Ford, a.k.a. the Tank, XFW's real-life G.I. Joe. This man joined the military inspired by the 1980s G.I. Joe cartoons. Has a G.I. Joe tattoo, has it branded across his tights. This man loves his country, loves professional wrestling, and tonight might be his biggest challenge to date as he goes head-to-head with the former 6-time XFW World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Walker. And here comes Walker.
Representing the Entourage from Fort Worth, Texas. Weighing in at 262 pounds, Seth Walker.
Surprisingly absent is Morgan Steiner tonight. From what I understand, he is not in the arena as folks chant America in our chat room in support of Sam Ford. Walker patiently walking down to the ring, now up the ramps at ringside as he stares across the mountain of a man across from him tonight, Sam Ford. There will be almost 600 pounds of humanity inside that ring tonight. This may be a battle for the ages. Walker looking to assert his dominance here in XFW and get back to the heavyweight title scene. Sam Ford looking to get himself escalated here for his first ever opportunity to XFW Gold. And here we go. And Walker charges in, and Ford catches him with an elbow shot. Walker looked like he was trying to steal one out. And right now, shoulder breaker from Big Ford. Walker looking like he was trying to take an early advantage, charging in, and Ford saw it coming a mile away. The rookie taking it to Seth Walker. And now drops Walker across the top turnbuckle. Stomp away now. And a big time elbow drop from Ford, laying into the former World Heavyweight Champion Seth Walker. Ford now in control. Walker counters, shot down the midsection from Walker. Seth now laying in some heavy shots. Irish whip now, big boot. But look at Ford holds on. Oh, but that one sends Ford up and over the top rope. And now Mike and Turner trying to hold back Walker to let Ford get back inside the ring. Watch for us, Mike and Turner. Ramesh, thank you for liking the stream. Walker now has steel style takedown. But Ford right back to his feet. Ford not screwed around tonight. Ford, powerbomb position, drives Walker down to the canvas. It takes a big man to dominate and throw Seth Walker around the ring like Ford is doing right now. Ford again picks up Walker, this time backbreaker position, trying to get the man to submit. Could Walker submit 2 times in 2 weeks? Walker fights through. Clothesline. Ford stays on his feet. That one this time levels him. Walker with a full head of steam. Lays in a heavy lariat. Ford fires right back with a shot to the face. Up and over. Walker with a reverse DDT. These two are pouring everything on tonight. Counter after counter. Both men trying to assert which one is the alpha male tonight. Farouk Ali, thank you for following. Welcome to XFW. Walker now a shot to the side of the head. Ooh, and it follows through the second one. Third time Walker connects. Walker now wraps it up, drives the elbow again into the sternum of Sam Ford. Walker again losing last week, the first time I can ever recall a submission by Seth Walker, the hands of Hero Cat Series, but now he calls the Heroes Hold. Jabbar, thank you for liking the stream. Oh, and a headbutt now from Walker. With Ford right back to his feet. Ford comes through with a phenomenal shoulder tackle and drives through Walker like a friggin' Mack truck. And now a right hand knockout shot haymaker by the Tank. And just like that, all the momentum that Seth Walker built, Ford has shut down and turned this match completely around. Walker rolling to the outside wisely, realizing where he's at, and Ford is now in pursuit. Walker getting back to his feet. Oh, and an uppercut down by Walker. Another shot. And he's sent into the steel ring post. Ford now in trouble. Seth Walker definitely with the experience advantage in this contest. But dare I say, Sam Ford might have a little bit more in the power level and sheer strength and magnitude, as Mike Couture is already up to a 5 count, as he's to continue to battle on the outside. So we're up to a 6 count. 7. Get him back in the ring, Sam. Shot to the midsection now by Walker. Walker shoves him. Walker now back inside the ring, Ford on the outside. Walker breaks the count, goes right back outside. It's exactly what he did last week to Hiro Katsuyori, and it backfired on him. Sends him back inside. Walker now in control. Ford getting back to his feet. Walker full Nelson. Into a full Nelson slam. Walker levels Sam Ford. Ford now trying to get back to his feet using the ring. The ropes, to get back up. And Walker right there. Not wanting to give him any opportunity to recover. Walker now on the offense. As I said in the past, Walker loves to injure his opponents. Loves to put them on the shelf. Chris Fair, thank you for liking the stream. Got a clothesline now again from Seth Walker. Walker does the front face hold. Now dragging Ford across, drives his head into the canvas. Walker now picks him up, puts him on the top rope. Both men on the top rope, off and come, big time arm drag. Ladies and gentlemen, please watch your screens. The hatred is now in the room. We apologize for whatever shows up. TKWA, thank you for liking the stream. Walker now on a tangent, delivering a number of shots, an unanswered offense to Sam Ford. Covered now by Walker, face across the chin. Ford gets the shoulder up. Vishal, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW. Walker continues the offense, continues to pour it on. Irish whip again. Big boot, and this time Ford careens to the outside. And Walker now celebrating inside at the damage he's caused. Mike Couture again starts the count. Walker up and over the ropes. Ford trying to get back to his feet on the outside. Walker now toying with the big man.
2.
Walker again delivering elbows to the side of the head.
3.
And a third shot. Ford in trouble. Back inside the ring we go. Sam Ford needs to turn this thing around, needs to get back into a fighting stance. as Walker delivers knee shots now to the midsection. And a striking shot where Ford stays on his feet, surprisingly. Ford now delivers the shot. Ford striking back now. Walker retreating again to the outside arena floor. Here comes Ford right in pursuit. Walker catches him. And again drives the elbow down. Walker now underneath the ropes. This is not an Extreme Rules match. Walker now with a steel chair in hand. This, again, folks, this is not. Ivan sent 500 stars. Thank you, Johnny Ivan. Thank you for supporting XFW. Both men inside the ring. Oh, good Lord. Walker sending Sam Ford through Mike Atura into that steel chair. Mike didn't see it. Due to that, Walker's now got him up. And drives him down. Head first into the canvas. Good Lord. Walker utilizing that steel chair to get the pinfall victory over Ford. What a battle between these two behemoths. Sam Ford started making a fantastic comeback, building momentum, taking to the former World Heavyweight Champion. Look at this slam, folks. Look at this attack. Boom! Right on the back of his head. Seth Walker has no remorse for anyone he's inside the ring with.
Here is your winner, Seth Walker.
And Walker walks away with the victory tonight. Seth Walker, the former 6-time World Heavyweight Champion, victorious tonight over the Tank Sam Ford in one-on-one competition. But you got to wonder, folks, if that steel chair did not come into play, would Seth Walker run away with that victory? Would he have gotten the pinfall over the Tank had that not happened? Again, Sam Ford has been doing phenomenally inside the ring ever since his debut here in XFW. He has been dominating the in-ring competition. But again, this was probably his biggest match to date, going against someone with so much more experience. And again, the most decorated World Heavyweight Champion in all of XFW history, Seth Walker, 6-time, has held the XFW World Heavyweight Championship around his waist. And Walker now looks to get back to the top of the charts here and looks for another opportunity at that championship currently held by Ramon Cruz. And while we're talking about Ramon Cruz, folks, our main event is next. Now, Ramon Cruz captured the XFW World Heavyweight Championship back in October at XFW Fright Night. Now, that match was under very suspicious circumstances, as we learned that it was not an official XFW referee that made the pinfall count. Now, that was during a cage match, but again, the referee at hand was an actual personal friend. As the XFW referees missed their flight and couldn't make it, we reached out to the local wrestling community, and Ramon Cruz spit in his own referee and helped him get the championship. Now, we did not know at the time the Destroyer did tweak his knee in that match. However, the trainers told the Destroyer he was good to go for the next night. However, that trainer was also a friend of Ramon Cruz. Put the Destroyer in a spot where he was not ready to compete. He was not 100%. The next match was a Hell in a Cell match. And if you go back and watch that, you saw the Destroyer barely get up the ladder. Could not climb due to the pressure and his own weight on that knee. So now Ramon Cruz is a 2-time World Heavyweight Champion. And those two collide tonight in one-on-one competition and a non-title match next on XFW Danger Zone. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for one of the most brutal combatants ever to grace an XFW ring. A 5-time World Heavyweight Champion, the Destroyer. The Destroyer has competed all around the world,
The following
both feared
contest
and respected
is
inside the ring here at XFW.
Making his way to the ring.
Coming back after
from
knee
Phoenix,
surgery,
Arizona,
a quick
weighing
recovery
in at
due to
321
the technology
pounds.
used by Yamamoto
The
Industries, one of
Destroyer.
XFW's biggest sponsors. And now the Destroyer back in action. We saw him last week tear through Biff Wellington at one-on-one competition. And now he gets his hands finally on Ramon Cruz in one-on-one action tonight on Danger Zone. Roel G, thank you for liking the stream. Oh, welcome to Danger Zone. Ladies and gentlemen,
And his
the
opponent,
XFW
from
World
Juarez,
Heavyweight
Chihuahua,
Champion,
Mexico,
Ramon
weighing in
Cruz.
at 220 pounds. One half of the
A second-generation superstar. His father, Romeo Vega, a multi-time World Heavyweight Champion here in XFW. His career ended early at the hands of Warbird, another former champion. And now Ramon Cruz following in his father's footsteps, with the World Heavyweight Championship firmly around his waist. And he is now officially in the books as a two-time World Heavyweight Champion. I'm actually surprised Cruz has signed on for this match. He's been actively trying to avoid the Destroyer. So it leads me to believe that Ramon Cruz has some kind of ulterior motive, some kind of plan to go head-to-head with the Destroyer tonight. However, I'm sure the Destroyer looking across the ring with absolute animosity and anger, as the Destroyer has a lot of respect for the rules of the ring. And here we go, folks, and here comes the Destroyer right out the gate, charging across the ring, blasting the World Heavyweight Champion. And now a second clothesline. Cruz doesn't even know what hit him. And another one. Cruz being decimated early on by the former World Heavyweight Champion. The Destroyer already double underhook. Drives him down to the canvas. Cruz already leveled by the Destroyer. Good Lord. I don't think Cruz is ready for this. Here comes the Destroyer up on the top rope. Goes Ramon Cruz. Holy hell. Ladies and gentlemen, the Destroyer is on fire, and so far is laying in heavy on the World Heavyweight Champion. Into the barricade now. And right back inside, Ramon Cruz is in trouble. The World Heavyweight Champion is being torn apart by the Destroyer. Cut wrench suplex now by the Destroyer. Ramon Cruz yet to have any offense in this match. Cruz trying to get back to the ropes. Trying to get back to his feet. The Destroyer dumps him over again, but Cruz hangs on. The Destroyer building a full head of steam. Holy hell! The Destroyer through the ropes with a spear. Look at this impact, folks. Look at the level the Destroyer is willing to go tonight. Right through the ropes, right to the outside. Ramon Cruz is being laid to waste so far by the Destroyer. Cruz gets the shoulder up. The Destroyer goes for a pinfall. Again, folks, there's not much on the line tonight. The Destroyer still has a rematch clause in his contract. This one is for bragging rights. This one is just because these two can't stand each other. Adam, thank you for sending 50 stars. Thank you for supporting XFW Bloodsport 6. Thank you so much. Ramon Cruz finally getting some offense in. Gets the Destroyer up impressively off strength by Ramon Cruz as he tries to stretch out the shoulders and lower back the Destroyer. Destroyer fights back, Dar's arm drag now by the big masked man. Shot to the midsection. Cruz lights and gets him jacked with a right hand drop down to his knees. The Destroyer now picks him up and levels him with a powerbomb. Good Lord. The Destroyer laying waste to Ramon Cruz tonight. Two. And Cruz gets his shoulder up again. Cruz getting back to his feet, now trying to get right back in the face of the Destroyer. But again, those big, heavy hands, and outside the ring we go. The Destroyer is out to send a message tonight, and that message is to tear apart Ramon Cruz. Right now he's tearing apart the Bloodsword6.com table. Here comes the Destroyer with a clothesline. And now another one. Cruz is getting torn apart. Cruz down to the barricade. And the steel post. Good Lord. And another one. The World Heavyweight Champion. It's like he's not even fighting time. It's like he's not even trying. Cruz back inside now. Cruz rolls through. Slips out the leg of the Destroyer. And goes to work with that surgically repaired knee of the Destroyer. Destroyer back to his feet. Cruz with a dropkick. Perfectly executing that Cruz with an elbow shot. Cruz now in control. Destroyer dodges out of the way. A shot right to the top of the head by the Destroyer. Destroyer now in the corner. Destroyer. Wave and a destruction kick. Connects right to the top of the head. We've got a cover. Ramon Cruz gets the shoulder up the Destroyer. Looks surprised by that. Destroyer now off the ropes. Delivers a leg drop across the throat of Ramon Cruz. And now an elbow drop as the Destroyer continues his path of the decimation under Ramon Cruz. Counter now by Ramon Cruz. Destroyer turns him instantly around in the corner. Destroyer now picks him up. Off the top turnbuckle. And a big boot to follow through. The crowd on their feet as the Destroyer continues to lay in heavy damage to Ramon Cruz. And now a leg drop. The Destroyer now standing over Ramon Cruz. The Destroyer back with a vengeance tonight. Got him up on the top, on the shoulders. Burning hammer. Burning hammer connects. The Destroyer. Ramon Cruz is damn lucky the championship was not on the line tonight, as the Destroyer just tore through him like a scrap paper. What an impressive return for the Destroyer tonight. The World Heavyweight Champion has been put on notice. Ladies and gentlemen, the Destroyer victorious tonight on Danger Zone. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow night with XFW Saturday Night Showdown.
Here is your
Once again, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We hope you'll join us. I want to thank everyone for the likes, the shares, the stars, and the continued support of XFW. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you tomorrow night for more XFW action.